Да.
Давай.
23 things they don't tell you about capitalism.
More education in itself is not going to make a country richer.
What economists tell us. A well-educated workforce is absolutely necessary for economic development. Moreover, with the rise of the so-called knowledge economy, in which knowledge has become the main source of wealth, higher education has become the absolute key to prosperity. Aruzhan, but what they don't tell us?
There is an evidence showing that more education leads to a greater national prosperity. The idea of the knowledge economy itself is problematic, as knowledge has always been the main source of the wealth. What really matters in the determination of national prosperity is not the educational level of individuals, but the nation's ability to organize individuals into enterprises with a higher productivity. Akjan, what can you tell us about education?
Education, education, education. This is how the former Prime Minister, Mr. Tony Blair, summed up his prospective government's top 3 policy priorities during the election campaign, which brought his new Labour Party to power. More educated people are more productive, as evidenced by the higher salaries they get. So it is a matter of mathematical logic that an economy with more educated people will be more productive. The fact that poorer countries have a lower stock of educated people or human capital also proves that point. Aruzhan, do you want to add something?
There are many subjects that have no impact on most workers' productivity: literature, history, philosophy, and music. We teach our children those subjects because we believe that they will eventually enrich their life and also make them good citizens. Alina, what about knowledge economy?
The amount of productivity-related knowledge that an average worker needs to possess has fallen for many jobs, especially in rich countries. With a continuous rise in manufacturing productivity, a greater proportion of the workforce in rich countries now works in low-skilled service jobs that do not require much education. For example, stacking shelves in supermarkets, frying burgers in fast food restaurants, and cleaning offices. Akjan, do you want to add something?
Moreover, with economic development, a higher proportion of knowledge becomes embodied in machines. This means that the economy-wide productivity increases despite individual workers having less understanding of what they do than the counterparts in the past. Aruzhan, your turn.
Switzerland is one of the top few richest countries in the world, but surprisingly, it has the lowest university enrollment rate in the rich world. The main explanation for the Swiss paradox should be found in the low productivity content of education. The fact that you have graduated from university tells your potential employers that are likely to be smarter, more self-disciplined, and better organized than those who have not. Alina, do you want to add something?
People go to university fully knowing that they will waste time studying things that they will never need for their work. With everyone wanting to go to university, the demand for higher education increases. Now that everyone has a university degree, you have to do a master's or even a PhD in order to stand out, even if the productivity content of those first degrees may be minimal for your future jobs. Akjunia.
In the case of rich countries, their obsession with higher education has to be tamed. This obsession has led to unhealthy degree inflation and the consequent overinvestment of huge scale in higher education in many countries. Education is valuable, but its main value is not in raising productivity. It lies in its ability to help us develop our potentials and live a more fulfilling and independent life. Thank you.
For your
attention. Everyone voting to
about education.
Такое. Камера, мотор. Дубль
Просто
один.
неправильно то, что я читаю?
Ну ладно, ничего страшного.
Неправильно встреча. What's that?
Аржан, соберись.